Welcome to Adding Dollars. In this video, I'll be going over my weekly update on the highest volatility stocks, so stocks that are paying the highest premiums for covered calls and cash secured puts. Before jumping into this week's scan, if you're new to cash secured puts or covered calls, make sure to check out the videos in the description. Now let's go ahead and jump into this week's high volatility scan. As always, I'm in the Thinkorswim platform and I'm on the scan tab, and I'm going to be scanning the S&P 500. If you want to see me scan a different list of stocks, feel free to leave that below in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and click scan, and here we have a list of the S&P 500 sorted by implied volatility with the highest at the top and then descending from there. Looks like the top stock right now is Global Life Inc. with 217% implied volatility. We are going to go ahead and skip this one because I think some news came out about it today and caused the stock to drop a lot, which is basically causing this implied volatility increase as well. And as always, this is after hours data, so some of this may look different when the market opens or when this video comes out. Let's go ahead and look at the next one on the list, Paramount Global. Looks like it has earnings coming up on April 29th, currently trading at about $11.27 with an implied volatility of about 91%. We can now jump over to the trade tab and see what kind of premiums Paramount is paying out. I'll be looking at the 8 days out option, so options expiring next Friday. And as always, I have this custom column added to my platform that quickly calculates the percentage profit for selling a cash secured put and also gives you an estimate for covered calls. If you're interested in adding this to your own platform, make sure to check out the link in the description where I've laid out exactly how you can add this to your own platform. Now let's go ahead and start by looking at cash secured puts. It looks like you can make about 1.24% selling the $10.50 cash secured put, which means you would collect about $12 per option contract that you sell, or about 1.24%. And if you did end up getting assigned on this position, you would need $10.50 times 100, or about $1,050 in order to buy 100 shares of the stock. On the covered call side, it would currently cost you $1,127 to buy 100 shares, but then you could go ahead and sell the $11.50 call options and collect about $35 per option contract that you sell, or about 3.17% in just 8 days. Jumping back to the scan tab, let's go ahead and look at another one. Let's look at Enphase, one that we haven't looked at in a while. Earnings coming up on April 23rd. Currently trading at about $121 with an implied volatility of about 82%. Jumping back to the trade tab, let's go ahead and check out what kind of premiums it's currently paying out. Here we can see that you can make about 1% in 8 days selling the $113 cash secured put, which means you would collect about $105 for selling this. And the risk, if you did end up getting assigned, if this stock did close below your strike price at expiration, would be 113 times 100, which is $11,300 in order to purchase the 100 shares. On the covered call side, it would currently cost you about $12,170 to buy 100 shares, but then you could go ahead and sell the 122 call option and collect $395, or about 3.3% in 8 days. This premium definitely looks high because of the high implied volatility and the fact that earnings are coming up soon. Jumping back to the scan tab, let's go ahead and look at one more stock. Let's go ahead and look at Tesla, one that we haven't looked at in a while. It looks like it has earnings coming up on April 23rd, currently trading at about $174 with an implied volatility of about 59%. And again, jumping back to the trade tab to see what the premiums are. Looks like you can make about 1% or 0.92% selling the 167.5 cash secured put, which means you would collect $152, and the risk here would be if you did end up getting assigned, you would need $16,750 in order to purchase 100 shares. On the covered call side, you could buy 100 shares right now for about $17,460, and then you could go ahead and sell the 175 call option and collect about $400, or about 2.31%. Jumping back to the scan tab, Feel free to pause the video and take a look at the full list of S&P 500 stocks sorted by implied volatility. And if you have any questions or comments or want to see my analysis on any other stocks, feel free to leave that down below in the comments. And if you want to help support the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.